No, what's the best part of bodyboarding for you?
Probably, the besides catching epic waves, and it's probably that's always cool. But it's the hanging out with my friends. You get to see Manny and Tom here, and all my friends on tour. Just hanging out with them, surfing with them every day, and when I'm home, surfing with my brother and stuff. It's just the camaraderie. I think that's the most fun, and that's how I started off bodyboarding is because my friends were doing it. And so if your friends do it, you end up doing it.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's kind of makes it more fun.
All right, brother. Well, you're coming up in heat number 7, round number 3. Good luck, and thank you for taking the time. We're still rocking. Look at this big roll out the back coming around the section in the yellow. Oh, doctor, that was massive. Chase O'Leary. He has been jonesing to get out in the water as well. Hubby guys, thanks again for taking the time. Now coming into the hot seat, we do have Thomas Rigby from Australia. How you doing, Rigos?
Good, Benny. Yeah, I just popped in and saw that one. That was Chase O'Leary from Australia.
Oh,
Heavy section. That was a sick roll.
That,
Ooh.
Look at that. It looked like he can we rewind that just a bit?
He got scorpion there.
It looked like he just came down and took the full impact on that landing. Look at this. He punches through that heavy section and
Watch
look
his leg here. Come
oh,
over. See that?
oh my. To be able to hold onto your board and pull out in
Yeah.
front of that whitewash. Big
Surprised
props.
He may have hurt his back there. That looked pretty hectic.
Oh, I don't know if he's giving the peace sign and claiming it.
Little shout
I
out.
think he's fine. Look at
We
Jacob
got-
Romero.
Oh, ducking out of that one. Just mustn't have had much of a bowl on it. So good start for Chase O'Leary. Just straight off the buzzer. Big, heavy roll. So that'll be like, there you go, 6.5.
Well, I don't know if you've been sitting. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Jeff. More grub for me to stay alive for the 8 hours of action. But Rigos, you were on the beach checking out the conditions. What's your perspective on what the competitors have to deal with?
Pretty unpredictable and looks pretty hard out there. So good conditions for Tamega actually. You see him take off there.
All right, let's bring you up to speed. Round number 3, heat number 2, currently out in the water. An elimination round in the water. Top 2 riders advance on to round number 4, and third place. Well, that's the end of the road for them. And here is who is out in the water right now. In yellow, Chase O'Leary, who just performed an incredible through the lip heavy section roll, and I think 6.5 what the judges gave him on that score. Jacob Romero in the blue, and the fiercest competitor probably on the planet, the Brazilian.
Yeah, so
Guilherme Tamega in red.
pretty hectic heat here. See Chase wasting no time, so he's straight into first place, and Jacob and Guilherme just getting a 1 point something each, so they're going to have to better that for sure.
Oh my! So I got Steve Action Jackson on my Skype right here, but first Chase O'Leary on
Chase
his second
again.
wave.
Nice clean spin. He's looking for a section. Oh, like I was saying, Manny, I've been watching from the beach, and it's pretty. The tide's still heaps high, and the paddle outs are hard, and it just looks really hard to read, kind of thing. So you can tell. You see the riders pulling out a lot, taking off, and then pulling out. So a lot of waves look like they're going to have a bowl, but then they just get foamy or go fat. So it's kind of hard conditions, but I think as the tide gets lower, we're going to see it's going to get a lot better, and it's going to be some ramps. We've got GT taking off on this one.
Ah,
So like I was saying,
Yeah.
that one might have looked sick, and then it's hard to read.
well, you're coming up in heat number 4 against Roberto Bruno and Dave Winchester. Definitely a stacked heat. All these heats in round number 3 on are going to be pretty stacked. And what are you doing to prepare to compete against these guys?
We've been here for a week now waiting for this next heat, so basically just been cruising, bit of stretching, just surfing every day, just kind of waiting. And yeah, you just got to rock up at your heat and hope for the best, I guess. Yeah.
All right. I just got word. Sorry about that. But yeah, we do have the winner of the last heat downstairs with Nicole. Nicole, where you at?
Hi, Manny. I'm here with Mark McCartney. Mark, what do you feel about this victory?
Yeah, it's an important one for me just to get through this 3-man heat. So it was always going to be difficult with Yuri and the Chilean was just Regatta. You never know what he's going to do out there, and I was just lucky to find a good wave to move out of third place and luckily move into first and out of the danger area.
Yeah, you changed the situation. Let's remaining 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I was pretty stoked, and I know I needed to answer back straight away, and I didn't get the wave that I wanted after Regatta's one, and then luckily enough, the rip sucked me back out there, and I was able to get that second good score.
Yeah. This heat has very hard. You surf the good waves and 9 points. You got the barrel. What do you talk about?
Yeah, just trying to get try to find the best waves out there. It's not that easy as it looks, but it's very challenging. It's probably going to take the most skills as possible to get the best waves out there. So just utilizing all I got.
You have one type?
What one time?
The type,
The type of wave? Yeah, no, just trying to look for the wave with the best shape and with a good wall down it, because there's the outside reef there that it kind of sucks off. So you kind of want to link up on that wave, and but it's still high tide, so it's very difficult. It's making conditions a lot harder, but it's going to get better during the day with the tide dropping.
Okay, and say hello.
Yeah, just a big thanks to my friend. I just want to dedicate this win to Walrus, a good friend of mine from Boland that unfortunately passed away. But my thoughts and condolences go out to the family. Lots of love back home.
Back to you, Manny. Congratulations.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the Encanto Pro, brought to you by SeaPuertoRico.com. I was just touching some buttons on the monitor, and it totally shut down on us, and I'm stressing over here with Thomas Rigby in the hot seat. But we are live. We got the action down. Let's take another look at
This is what
GT's
we
wave.
missed. GT just scooping into a nice pit. That one,
Nice.
clean barrel. Comes out with a little hack reverse there. And he's still going along. Gets his leash out of the way. And reverse off a section, but comes off on that one. I think Chase also got a wave. So I don't know if we can get a replay on that, but it had him just pulling through. I'm not sure what he did.
Yep, we do. Let's take another look at
Here it
Chase's
is.
last wave. Chase is pretty consistent. Finds a little pocket, nice barrel. Does he come out of that? Again, camera angles are key here for the viewers,
Yeah,
and he does come out of
That's
that
a pretty
barrel.
sick barrel as well. So 2 pits. Jacob Romero looking for a bowl here. Boom.
Oh, Jacob Romero with a nice invert, his patented inverts. He loves those rides. He loves those big air maneuvers.
Nice clean invert. So this heat is starting to fire up now. You can see all the scores dropping. It looks like Chase has got a 6.5 and a 5.5, so he'll still be in first. But after this wave of Jacob, you can see there.
Nice.
Boom, perfect. Hit timed that perfectly.
He's one of those riders that have that, perfect timing. He doesn't have to go through the lip. Most of the time, he's right on key with his lip maneuvers. And here's another look.
Sure, yeah.
His timing is impeccable. I mean, we see it through Jeff Hubbard a lot, but look at that. Hits it perfectly, covers a
Yeah.
lot of distance on that air, and lands perfectly on the flats.
Probably the best air we've seen today, for sure. So clean. And not sure what he's going to get for that. It'll definitely be the highest score of the heat, I'd say.
We've seen a lot of action so far in today's event. The conditions are, they are what they are. I mean, we're looking at some stormy conditions. It was really stormy in the early heats. It looked like something out of the Victory at Sea, but now everything's starting to calm down a little bit, and we still have that swell still pumping through. So 3 to 4 foot waves, occasional 5 foot freak set rolling in. And there is a little bump, but for me, I love these conditions.
Yeah.
Sections will just pop up. If you got the speed and you're able to see it, look at that one out the back, just ready to clean
Oh.
everybody up.
Full wash through.
So we're going to see a lot more of these waves coming through as the day progresses. But actually, no, we're not going to see as many. I take that back. And when they do come in, it's going to catch everybody off guard like that one did just there. So these are 30-minute heats.
30-minute, yep.
15 wave maximum. Top 2 waves will be scored, and the way the scores that you see on your screen are accumulated, we have 4 judges. Their average will give you what you see on your screen. So a 6.5 and a 5.5 where Chase O'Leary has him in first place. Jacob Romero, a 1.25, which he should try to, he will better.
He will better for sure, yeah. And then
it's-
he's got a 7.13 for that invert. So Jacob only needs a 4.87 to go to first, which I'm sure he can quite easily do. But then you've also got Galemi with a 6.7 for that barrel. So he only needs a 1.69 to go to second. So it's quite a close heat. And I'm just on 20 minutes remaining now. So there's still a lot more to happen in this heat. It's only early days. I'm sure the first to second and third is all going to switch up within this 20 minutes.
Thomas Rigby and me, Manny V, bringing you the live feed from the Encanto Pro, brought to you by SeaPuertoRico.com. If you just tuning in for the first day today, welcome. There has been a lot of exciting competition and action throughout the last 6 days of action. Today is day number 7, and I want to give make sure you guys hear this again. I'll probably say it a few more times throughout the live webcast here today, but if you're looking to buy some bodyboarding gifts for Christmas, for yourself, or birthdays, whatever, now is the time to do it, and now is the time to do it through ebodyboarding.com. 10% off. If you type in the word Encanto at ebodyboarding.com on your way out, 10% off, knocked off your purchase. But look at that. Holy mackerel. That's what we have to deal with here in Puerto
yeah.
Rico.
Looks like we got some rain coming in.
Are we safe in this trailer?
It's pretty muddy outside.
Uh-oh.
I think you should be right. It's nice and cold in here, though.
Out the back, Guilherme Tamega. Big ARS right there from Guilherme. Can he make a combination maneuver out of that one? Here he comes to the inside. Throws a reverse. So a big wave, big score, most likely for GT. Oh, wait a second. He's not done yet.
Yep. So I dare say that'll take him into first or second.
He was looking for a 1.68 for second and a 5.3 for first.
So, yeah, I'm going to, maybe first, definitely second. Nice flip. Spins around quickly and clean. You can tell he's looking to milk this one. It's pretty foamy. Little reverse. And it just kind of fades out and goes fat there, but good wave for GT. So, all the riders have got 2 good waves now except for Jacob. So, once he betters his second wave, he's got the highest scoring wave of the heat, so he's still looking sweet in third. He just needs to better that 1.25.
Welcome, everybody, once again to the Encanto Pro, brought to you by SeaPuertoRico.com. Shout-outs from our side. Somebody asked about Carlos Rivera, the local legend Puerto Rican bodyboarder who is one of those big names, along with Bobby Quinones and Luis Carmona, just to name a few. But Carlos Rivera, somebody asked where he was, and currently he's just right down the road. He is surfing hollows pretty much every day. He's a father and a lawyer, so he's got his life rolling. But he still bodyboards pretty much every day at hollows, and that information came to us from Rene, one of the main guys behind the scenes here in Puerto Rico. So currently out in the water, heat number 2 of round number 3. Top 2 riders advance on. Third place, unfortunately, we'll have to call it an event and walk away with an equal 17th place. So Rigos, we got people tuned in from all over the world. Manu has been tuned in pretty much every day from Portugal. Daniel is in Yanchep, Washington, pretty much all the way on the other side of the U.S. Aaron Matthews in Melbourne. Thomas tuned in from Horncia. Tiago from Portugal. David is also tuned in, and he has a question for you, Tom. Reaching the end of the tour, what are your main objectives for next year? World title, perhaps? Oh my, sorry,
Whoa,
look at that.
It's looking hectic out
Oh
there.
my, I hope that doesn't come
I
here.
hope the tents are stable because that looks intense.
Oh,
But, as for that question, just looking to requalify from these last two events this year, and then you've always got the world title as your main goal, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm aiming for, and whatever I can achieve along the way is probably good as well. So I'm also wanting to do a lot more free surfing trips as well, and get some good footage and bring out some clips and stuff as well.
epic.
Yeah.
If you need a photographer or videographer, let me know. I'll give you my number.
All right. Sweet.
All right, so Reda tuned in from Casablanca, Morocco, and look at this with the big storm out the back. We
Chase
got
O'Leary.
Chase O'Leary up and riding.
You can see he's looking for something here. Oh, it's going to bowl up. Big
Oh,
flip to Chase.
pulls
Yeah,
it
pulls it off.
I really want to know what the judge is going to score this, because he didn't do anything up until the inside section, and he did a big perfect backflip and pulled it off, but nothing really happened out the back, and it's going to be pretty interesting on what the judges are going to give that. But a solid wave, solid maneuver for Chase O'Leary.
You can see GT got a 6.13 for his flip, and Chase's was quite a lot bigger. So you can see there's not much to do there, and he's just lining up this when it gets like sucky on the sandbank there, and then boom,
Nice.
massive flip, and actually lands quite clean for how difficult that landing was. See, the other section came in on him, and he still pulled it pretty cleanly. So
I think the judges will see that and score accordingly. But look at this, Jacob Romero on the outside. Oh, these 30-minute heats. How can they work in your favor, and how can they work against you?
it just depends how you go from the start to the finish. Like, you can have a really good start to a heat and get 2 sick ones, and then you're stressing out, like waiting for the time to count down. That's pretty stressful. But if it's like a close heat and you need a score, they save you sometimes. That extra 5 minutes definitely helps.
30-minute heats. There you go. The inside scoops from Thomas Rigby coming up in round number 3. We do have 30-minute heat. Top two waves will be scored. 15 wave maximum, and look at those scores: 6s and 7s. Jacob Romero looking for his second wave to come in, or second high scoring wave. He's definitely going to get rid of that 1.25.
So there you go. Chase's previous wave, that backflip got a 6.75, so that puts him back in a first. So
Whoa.
Chase is on fire this heat. You can see he's consistent. He's got 2 6s and a 5. So yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Well, everybody's been jonesing to get back in the water, to get back into the competition.
yeah.
Mind frame, because how many days have you had off? Have you in the
Well,
this?
it's been a week exactly. So our first heat was on Sunday, and then we've been here for a week, and we've been saying it doesn't really feel like we're even here for a comp. Those last few days we're just cruising. Haven't even really thought about it. It's been so long. So yeah, I think everyone's pretty psyched to get into it today and get it over with.
and he's talking about the men's division. We did see some women's and drop knee heats go out, in the past few days. But the men's Grand Slam Series division, these guys have been waiting around for a week to get back out here. Look at this thing forming up for Jacob Romero.
Here we go. Little bowl. He's only looking to better at 1.25
Whoa.
and busts a nice backflip. So this is going to be interesting. It's really close this heat. You can see GT's got 2 6s. Chase has 2 6s. And Romero's got a 7. So if he gets like a 5 for that, it's going to be super close. 1 point in it between the 3 of them.
Look at Jacob timing a little, punches through the lip, but is able to pull off that backflip right there and pulls it around clean. Jacob Romero, the bearded one. He's
Yeah.
always ready to get down and dirty on the right-handers. Loves those backflips, loves those big lip maneuvers on the rights. And I haven't really seen him on the lefts throughout this event yet.
I haven't seen him on the lefts either, yeah.
So
I think
he
he's more
loves.
confident on his right air ball, so
So if the word gets out that he's more comfortable on the rights, do the competitors actually try to not block him, but try to push him to go left? Or is that a strategy saved for later on the man-on-man division?
well,
or
there's
heats?
priority, so he can wait and go any right he wants once he's got priority. So it's kind of hard to make someone go left. But if you're at a wave where the lefts are better and stuff, you can kind of maybe do that. But I'm sure Jacob's pretty smart out here. He'll wait for a good bowl and right, and once he's got priority, he'll just go.
Look at this thing coming in on the outside. Looks like all the riders are probably in a position to go for it, but that one closes out as it rolls in through the inside. Still kind of meaty, still has some heavy sections out there. It's going to be fun to watch today's action all the way till the last horn. We're going to see rounds 3, 4, and 5 today, and we're also going to see the women's and DK finals go out today. So a ton of action is going to be handed to you here on the live feed, ibaworldtour.com. And we will have a ton of other goodies that I'm going to be giving away, including this little, I think they call it a changing bag. eBodyboarding.com has donated this pretty cool changing bag. You fold it out, you put it on the ground, and once you're done changing out of your suit, you pull this thing up, and there you go. Your wetsuit's in a dry bag. Put it away in your car, no worries. So eBodyboarding.com, changing bag. I'm going to put something up on the screen. We'll say heat number 4. So in a couple heats from now, we're going to give you an opportunity to win this thing, and we're going to ship it to you wherever you are in the world. So stay tuned for that. Out the back.
We got GT taking off here. Roll through the lip. He's looking to get something else, and it's just going to close out. Chase O'Leary out the back. Oh, looks like he could have a ramp here. Ooh.
Still maintains on that face.
Maintains. It's going to get heavy here again, and invert off the end. Can he land that? No. So, solid roll for GT, and Chase just coming unstuck on that invert. So, let's got the scores here. So, Jacob got a 4.7 for that flip. So, it's really close heat. How long do we have?
Right now.
9 minutes to go. So, still plenty of time for Jacob and Chase. No, GT. And there you got the replay of his roll again. Nice roll. I don't think it's going to fall in his top 2 though, so he's going to have to get back out there and improve on a 6. And Chase looking like he was going to have a big ramp there, and that wash just hit him down, and then another one here. And pretty nice invert, but you can see his board just slipped out there, and he couldn't quite pull that one.
Winding down to the last 10 minutes of this heat with about 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Waiting patiently in third place, Jacob Romero looking for a 5.7 to get into that second place advancement position. But it is Guillermo Tamega right now holding steady in second, Chase O'Leary in first place. So top 2 riders advancing on to round number 4. Kalani Latanzi standing by to come into the hot seat here in heat number 3. He's going to be taking over Thomas's position as Rigos gets ready for heat number 4. He's going to be facing off with Winnie and Roberto Bruno. They're coming up next. So, again, thank you all for tuning in. This is Manny V and Thomas Rigby. We do have Steve Action Jackson online, too, feeding us some awesome statistics. And if you want to know what this guy, the walking bodyboarding encyclopedia, has to say about bodyboarding, go to his blogspot. Pretty cool blog. It is bodyboarding101.blogspot.com. That's where you're going to see Steve Action Jackson's awesome interviews, bodyboarding history, how-tos, everything over on Steve's blog. So check it out. Once again, bodyboarding101.blogspot.com. And he's feeding us some info throughout the day. So currently out in the water, we do have Guillermo Tamega in second position. He is a 6-time world champion, 6-time vice champion, and is currently second on the world tour right now. The closest one to get striking distance from to Dave Winchester, who's currently leading the charge. Chase currently on the tour at 22nd position, and Jacob 27th position, 17th on the GQS. So we got a lot of talent out there and a lot of fierce competition going down in this heat, round number 3, heat number 2. It is on your screen you see heat 14, but it is the 14th heat in this division. Look at Guillermo waving his hand to Juan Santos. Hey Juan, the beach commentary. Give me the lowdown where we are out in the water.
So, yeah, GT in second. He needs a 6.56, so you can see him throwing his hand up there. He wants to know exactly where he sits in this heat, so he's got 6 minutes remaining. He needs to know what he's got to do. So, you can see the wind's kind of getting a little onshore. You can see that storm brewing out the back. Hopefully that swings past us, not through us. See what happens.
It looked like it is way out the back,
Yeah.
but man, we don't know. These little storm fronts that come in, they just unload all this water for about an hour, half hour, and then they just move on. But you're right. I hope everything is tied down because that wind that comes along with that is can take your toupee off.
For sure. Yesterday was super windy, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. You can see a set coming through here. It's coming down to the last 5 minutes. You can see the riders getting a bit frantic. Jacob and GT are in the hot seat. Chase is sitting pretty comfortable in first. And GT using priority to call Jacob off that one. Could have a ramp here. See him lining it up and boom, big Rolo.
That is.
And
Did he pull that?
No, I don't think so, which is
Very.
quite uncharacteristic for GT.
Wow, he's gonna shake his head and head back out. But Chase O'Leary running over GT on that inside. We're gonna take a look at what Chase did on that wave.
Get a replay there, yeah. Yeah, normally GT just manhandles any kind of roll he can, in anything he wants. But yeah, he must have just got stuck in the V or something on that one. So that's costly for GT.
Here's another look at GT's wave. As you can see, it
This
comes
one.
around that section.
Pretty sick ramp. Boom. Big
And
roll.
nice extended roll. That is the trademark from Guilherme. Likes to hold
Yeah, you
that
can
board
just-
out and away from his body as he extends that big roll, but unfortunately could not pull it off.
He's still in second, so he's still making it. But Jacob Romero only needs a 5.7. And we all know if Jacob gets a bowl and a right, he can easily achieve that. So it's going to be pretty intense for the last few minutes of this heat. GT, I dare say, will be stressing. He doesn't have priority now, so it's coming down to the wire for sure.
Again, thank you for tuning in here to the Encanto Pro, brought to you by cpuertorico.com. Everybody's tuning in from all over the world, and we can't thank you enough because we know it is in the late hours in some parts of the world and early hours in other parts. And we know that the Japanese are going to be tuning in. Doesn't matter what time it is because they got their very own Sari Ohara, who made it to the final and will face off with the Brazilian Carla Costa Taylor. That's going to be an insane final. That's going to be coming down later today. And then we're going to see after this round, I believe, we're going to see the drop knee final. The man who seems unstoppable, Sasha Specker, facing off with Omri Laverne. That's coming up next. But now, currently with 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining, round number 3, heat number 2 out in the water. Chase O'Leary.
Chase, still sitting in first. I think he should be right unless GT and Jacob both get good waves. They're still both in reach of getting Chase, so it's super close heat, Manny.
Again, thank you for tuning in. Take a look at what's on your screen as I rate off Reda from Casablanca, Morocco, Justin in Perth, Daniel tuned in from Sydney, Liam also in Australia, Eduardo in Spain. Gracias. Alex in Deba. Ooh, I love that wave.
Yeah.
And we all also have Kevin in Perth. So the Aussies are up and awake watching their fellow Australian riders out in the water, including in yellow, currently leading this heat, Chase O'Leary.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a lot of the Port Macquarie boys up watching Chase. They'll be pretty frothing if he gets through this one. He's looking pretty good in first here. So we got Jacob with first priority, though. Just depending on whether these waves come in for him or not. 2 minutes remaining, so Chase would probably be stressing out a bit as well still. He doesn't have a demanding lead, so as long as only one of them gets a good one, he should be fine. He should progress through.
Thomas Rigby and Manny V bringing you the live feed from Middles in Isabela, Puerto Rico, the northwest corner of paradise. I love it here. What have you been doing the last few days on your lay days?
We've been there's heaps of different little nooks and crannies you can surf, in and around Middles.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been sussing out a few different waves and just surfing on stand-ups a little bit when it was smaller.
Yeah.
And free surfing. And Jake Stone bought an Xbox.
Oh, no.
So that's pretty hectic.
How many hours have you spent on that thing?
A fair bit. That's been pretty fun as well. So
Wait a second. Doesn't he already have an Xbox?
I think he does. I don't know. We were getting bored and we didn't have internet, so he lashed out. And here we got Jacob Romero. Needs a score here. He's
Look at this little
down on
double
the
up.
double up and
Oh,
rolls.
pulls that off. That was pretty epic move right there from
think he-
Jacob Romero.
Couldn't land that one, so that is costly for Jacob. He only needed a 5.7. I'm not sure if he would have got it on that roll, but yeah, he just couldn't quite land that one. And 40 seconds remaining. So it's looking like the places are going to stay the same at the moment.
All right, well, looks like we got Jared Houston coming into the commentator's booth, into the ice box. Are you cold?
Nah, I love it. It's good.
Me too. Look at this big set coming in out the back. 20 seconds remaining. Can Jacob Romero find those last few waves? We were waiting for the last scores to drop.
I don't think he's going to get back out the back in time, Manny.
Oh,
That
no.
was his last chance, I think. So 5 to go. There's no waves. So yeah, Chase O'Leary in first, GT in second, and unfortunately for Jacob, he's out of the competition.
Oh, you can hear the horn in the background from the commentator's booth, and unfortunately, that is the end of the road for Jacob Romero, who ends up in second, 17th place. And it is the other two riders, Guilherme Tamega in second, Chase O'Leary advancing on, and top